What's up, everyone? Welcome back to the channel. Today we're diving deep into one of the most requested reviews analysis, so stick around, you don't want to miss this. But before we get into that, if you're considering a purchase, don't miss out on this incredible discount available right now. Check the description below and the pinned first comment. Now let's not delay any further and jump right into the details. Let's start by delving into the insights shared by our first reviewer.
This reviewer was pleasantly surprised by this portable mouse, viewing it as a compact version of a well-loved model that masterfully blends productivity with gaming. Our reviewer, a fan of the full-sized original, found that this smaller variant contours the hand in a similarly comfortable way, ideal for a relaxed palm grip and offering plenty of support despite its reduced size. This focus on ergonomics means it isn't as tiny as some other travel mice, but that's a trade-off that was expected. The buttons have a satisfying click, and the scroll wheel with its mechanical unlock feature was a particular highlight for its solid feel and function. In terms of performance, it feels nice and responsive over its wireless connection, and while not an ultralight, its weight is perfectly manageable for quick movements. The ample number of programmable buttons proved useful for this client, especially in professional applications like CAD, echoing the versatility of its larger counterpart. However, not everything was perfect. The companion software was criticized for being a resource hog, and with only a single onboard memory profile, users might be forced to run it more often than they'd like if they switch between different button layouts. Additionally, the build material was a point of contention. The plastic started to show a shine from use rather quickly, which was disappointing for a device in its price tier. The biggest issue for our reviewer seemed to be the overall value. When comparing it to other options, including some from the same manufacturer, this portable mouse struggles to justify its cost. There are models with superior specifications available for just a little more, and others with roughly equivalent performance for significantly less. For those who don't need the high-end gaming features, a competitor's productivity-focused mouse offers an almost identical in-hand feel for a fraction of the price. Ultimately, this client conk.
Starting things off, our first reviewer gives us their perspective.
This reviewer was looking for a replacement for an aging travel mouse, and after several weeks of exclusive use, reports being extremely happy with this new device. A major highlight for our reviewer is its exceptional comfort, fitting even large hands perfectly for all-day use without any strain. The build quality feels superb, with the pleasantly clicky buttons providing great tactile feedback. One of the most appreciated features is the versatile scroll wheel, which can be switched between a precise clicky mode for detailed work and a smooth scrolling mode that's perfect for browsing long documents or web pages. Connectivity is another strong point, as this mouse offers the flexibility to connect via Bluetooth, a 2.4 GHz USB dongle, or a direct wired connection. The wired option is a nice touch, ensuring you're never left powerless and providing the most stable connection possible. Our reviewer also noted the cool, futuristic aesthetic and how surprisingly lightweight the device is. The premium packaging also gives it a luxurious feel, making it seem like a fantastic potential gift. However, the experience isn't without its flaws. The biggest downside for this client is the non-replaceable battery, which feels wasteful since the device will have to be discarded once the battery eventually fails. Configuration also depends heavily on proprietary software, which is a drawback for Linux users who must rely on a third-party solution. A couple of minor annoyances include a button that seems rather gimmicky until it's remapped, and an included charging cable that is a bit too short for anything other than laptop use. Fortunately, a standard USB-C cable will work as a replacement, as long as the connector head is slim enough.
Wonderful. Now, let's explore the feedback from our next reviewer.
This reviewer found this portable gaming mouse to be surprisingly similar to its full-sized counterparts, just in a more compact and lightweight form. Setting it up was incredibly easy, literally just plugging it in via the dongle or connecting via Bluetooth. Our reviewer had no compatibility issues across macOS, Windows, or Linux, which was a definite plus. The mouse felt responsive, and the scroll wheel offered a satisfying tactile experience, whether using the clicky or smooth setting. Even without installing the brand's proprietary software, it functions perfectly as a standard 3-button mouse straight out of the box, no drivers needed. The basic functions are all there. However, to really unlock the potential of the side buttons and the scroll wheel tilt, the software is a necessity. This client generally avoids installing manufacturer-specific software, but made an exception for the sake of this review. The install process wasn't perfect. The installer was a bit aggressive in pushing other apps, like a wallpaper program, which felt unnecessary. Also, the software requires creating an account and signing in, which seems like a bit much, especially if you only have one of this manufacturer's products connected to the computer. Despite those minor annoyances during setup, the software itself proved to be relatively straightforward and easy to use for customizing the mouse's features. Overall, our reviewer concluded that this is an excellent travel mouse, especially if you're already accustomed to the feel and functionality of similar mice from this brand.
And that's a wrap. If this video was helpful, like and subscribe. Got questions? Let's chat in the comments. See you soon.